Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly forecast for August 26th through September 1st. This is a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to see what's coming up in the week ahead. We're going to see what might be coming in that new moon energy for you. And after we see the messages from this deck, I'm going to go ahead and pull a spirit message for you from a different deck. So be sure to check that out as well. Stick around for that. Let's see what's happening for Taurus in the week ahead. Here is your Monday, Tuesday, your Wednesday, Thursday, and your, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, Taurus, let's get in it. Monday, Tuesday, you have compassion. This also came up in the Monday, Tuesday spot for Sagittarius. So some of you may be having something that's being cleared up with the Sagittarius. You may have some unfinished business with the Sagittarius. I mean, not necessarily, but I'm simply saying it because it came up for them in the same part of the week. Some of you may have that, Sagittarius and Moon are rising, but again, not necessarily. So one thing I was saying with them is the seahorse for me is a symbol of father energy. And so some of you might be having some compassion or some healing that's coming up around your father or a relationship with your father where you're seeing like ways in which they were imperfect or you're having compassion towards them. Or maybe if you are a father, like if you're a dad, if you're watching this and you're a Taurus who's a father, you might be someone who's been really hard on yourself about the kind of dad you've been or the kind of parent that you've been, and something may be happening Monday, Tuesday, where you're beginning to have some self-forgiveness. You're beginning to have some compassion towards yourself, and you're realizing that you've been doing the best that you can do with what you have, and you're just kind of learning to be a little bit more gentler with yourself. Overall, whatever the case, Taurus, you are coming into compassion energy. You're coming into this energy of self-love, of understanding yourself, your journey, where you've been, and you're learning to give yourself credit for where you are in this moment. You're learning to give yourself credit for where you are in your journey at this time. Your Wednesday, Thursday card is love. My, Taurus. Love, 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 love. So this compassion is opening the way to love, okay, to understanding. I do feel, Taurus, like this love for you is going to be with a person who's very, very different from your background. Okay, so it could be a very different culture or a very different race than you, or it could be somebody who comes from a very different upbringing than you do, a very different way of looking at things. And so this could be a part of that compassion where you're just kind of giving yourself permission to have this experience with this person because maybe there's pressure. Maybe friends or family are telling you, oh, don't be with that person. You should be with someone that's more like you or shares like, your upbringing. And so it could be that you're learning to have compassion. You're learning to have love for a different culture or just somebody who comes from a different background than you. There could be a very strong like soul lesson or growth that's happening for some of you in that way. Some of you are just really ready for a new love. And this is just someone that it has nothing to do with culture. It has nothing to do with race. This is just someone that you might feel is so completely off the wall, like from your typical type, where you would never in a million years have like seen yourself with this kind of person, even though you might be attracted to them, even though there's chemistry, you may have had a very different idea in your mind about who you were going to end up with. But you're realizing that, you know what, this person is very different. It's not my usual type. It's not who I would typically pursue, but this is exactly what I need. Like, I didn't know, but this is what I needed. And so you're finding that the fact that this person is so different is the reason why this is going to work, or why this is going to be a good relationship for you. Now, you guys know, Taurus, those of you who watch my videos regularly, I don't focus on love and romance in the weekly forecast. I do those videos separately. But if it comes up in the weekly forecast, then obviously I'm going to talk about it, okay? Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to address it. Some of you, as we're coming into the new moon, this is what you're manifesting. You're manifesting a new love. You haven't necessarily met this person just yet, but in this new moon energy, you're manifesting a new love, okay? And you're just kind of getting in the mood for love. You're getting, you're getting bitten by that by that energy of like being ready for romance or being ready for a new relationship, okay? I'm trying to think of anything else that's jumping out at me here. I don't know. I think Taurus also, some of you are learning to come out of your shell and to be a little bit more vulnerable and to be a little bit more expressive. To be a little bit more expressive about your feelings for somebody. And some of you are getting into like the mood. Maybe it's because we're going to be coming into the winter season in this part of the world. I don't know. Some of you, somebody commented the other day and said, it's summer over here. But, for those of you who are in a place where it's like the winter season, or it's about to be the winter season, or the fall, maybe some of you are just getting in that mood where you're wanting to cuddle with somebody. You're wanting to cozy up. You're wanting to cuddle. But some of you are just ready for affection in that way. And for some of you Tauruses, this might be new. This might be different. Maybe you haven't been that way before. We're going to go ahead and check out your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the new moon time. Friday is the new moon. And we have intuition. And look at this, Taurus. You have the moon card coming up on the day of the new moon. And I always say in my readings, when I see a moon card come up, when it's the week of a moon cycle, this is letting me know that this particular moon cycle or moon phase is going to be having a big impact on you. You're going to really be feeling it. So what a lot of you are going to be manifesting over the phase of this new moon is you're manifesting your intuitive abilities. You're manifesting your psychic connection. So between now and between this new moon to that next full moon, you are manifesting or you're strengthening your intuition, okay? Your psychic ability, your clairvoyance. I feel that a lot of you are doing this in secret, okay? Like you're not talking about it. You're not being open about it. You're not like interested in doing workshops or having somebody give you pointers. You're just fully, completely doing this on your own. And it's like your own little private journey. You're keeping it to yourself. And that's what's making you feel safe about doing this. That's what's making you feel like, hey, I'm doing this, at my pace, in my way, in the way that I'm comfortable with it. Okay. I also feel some of you are, through your intuition, you're going to finally break a psychic cord with a karmic person who may be very intuitive and who may be kind of like, picking up on your energy or tapping into your energy or trying to figure out what's going on in your life. And you're going to be able to shut that down where you're like, nope, you don't get to know what's happening with me anymore. So I do feel that energy for some of you as well. Again, I don't typically focus on love or karmic things like that in the weekly forecasts, but it came up for you, Taurus. And if it's coming up for you, we're going to talk about it. We're going to go ahead. Oh, one more thing about the intuition thing. For some of you, it might not be flat out like psychic ability, but you're learning to listen to your gut. You're learning to listen to your intuition. I feel like some of you are receiving little hints that somebody is not being honest with you. And for whatever reason, this doesn't feel to me like love. This feels to me like family situation or a work situation. Like somebody's not being honest with you in terms of like financial business. That's what it feels like to me. but your intuition is going to be very strong, and you're not going to call them out. You're not going to tell them that you know that they're lying, but you're going to be able to rely on your intuition to make decisions that are going to be best for you without confronting them, without it having to be a fight, without it having to be a big deal. I feel that a lot of you are going to be able to secure some kind of deal or some kind of arrangement that's going to be beneficial for you in the long run in your career, business, or finances because of your intuition, listening to your intuition. Let's go ahead and pull your spirit message for the week from our deck here. And again, those of you who are really interested in the cards I'm using, I always have a link in the description of the video so you can check out the cards if you'd like to do that. So this is the Narwhal. As your confidence increases, so does your ability. This really ties in with this intuition thing, right? Like your confidence is going to be increasing and your intuition is going to be getting stronger. The more that you listen to your intuition and it goes well for you, the more confident you're going to be about your intuition and the stronger your intuition is going to be. And you know what I love? I just kind of got chills. I said this intuition is leading you to an agreement or something that's going to be beneficial for you, and I felt like it had to do with business or finances. This is also confirming that for me because, you know, 3 is the number of the ascended masters, 5 is the number of big changes. But if we were to reduce this and say 3 plus 5 equals 8, and 8 is a number of abundance. So this confidence, this ability, it's leading you to abundance. Okay, it's leading you to learn some really major life lessons, to really clear some karmic changes in your life, but it's helping you come out of lack and servitude and come into confidence and abundance and independence. So that's what I feel like you're manifesting over the course of this new moon, Taurus. And you guys are very much a sign of, you know, you guys kind of need that. You need that abundance. You need that physical comfort. You need that stability. So for a Taurus to be in a situation where they're struggling with that, that can be very, very uncomfortable for you all. It's not a matter of being materialistic or you know, not being satisfied. It's just kind of, it's your element. You're an earth element. You need those comforts. And so your intuition is going to help you just come into your natural flow to where these things are coming to you more naturally, where it doesn't have to be a struggle, where you don't have people that are deceiving you, where you're just kind of able to bring this in on your own, just very naturally. Again, guys, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks it's going to resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do. If you click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, you can go ahead and schedule a private reading with me. More than happy to do that. And those of you who want more love info, I usually do the love reading separately. If you look in the description of the video, you can go ahead and click for the August love readings. If you haven't watched the August love videos, feel free to do so. The September cross-watcher videos and the September love videos are going to be up over the course of the weekend. So if you haven't already hit subscribe and if you haven't already tapped that notification bell, go ahead and do so. And you'll get a notice really soon when the love readings for September are up. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Be sure to tune in for next week's readings when we're going to have a new theme. No more mermaids. The mermaids were great. I loved them. I hope you all loved them. See you guys next week. Have a fabulous week.